More protests today after release of a video depicting the deadly police beating of Tyre Nichols. CNN. Protesters across the US were holding marches and rallies on Saturday, on one day after the release of a video showing the horrific police beating of Tyre Nichols in Memphis. The graphic video of police striking the black man who later died earlier this month drew outreach from across the country. Protests began forming Friday night with people in several cities taking to the streets and raising signs bearing Nichols' name. Saturday's marches and rallies were expected in Memphis, Boston, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Salt Lake City, Athens, Georgia, and Columbus, Ohio, among other cities. Most will occur in the afternoon or evening. Protesters near Centennial Olympic Park in Atlanta on Saturday repeated Nichols' name and demanded justice. They then proceeded to march through downtown. The protesters blocked traffic on the Interstate 55 bridge near downtown Memphis. In Memphis, protesters late Friday shut down on Interstate 55 bridge near the downtown area, chanting "No justice, no peace." According to the CNN team on the scene, there were no arrests stemming from that demonstration, police said. Ahead of the release of the videos, Nichols' mother, Lo Bohun Wells, called for peaceful protest. Memphis City Councilwoman Micheline Easter Thomas told CNN's Boris Sanchez on Saturday that before the video release, there was a fear of a violent protest because of the lack of police accountability in previous incidents. And I think last night we saw a very peaceful and direct sense of protest in the city of Memphis. And I think it's because maybe we do have faith and hope that the system is going to get it right this time, Mr. Thomas said. Five Memphis officers have been fired and charged in Nichols' death. In New York, skirmishes broke out between several protesters and police officers as demonstrators crowded Times Square. Video posted to social media shows. Three demonstrators were arrested, one of whom was seen jumping on the hood of the police vehicle and breaking the windshield, the New York Police Department said. Protesters also gathered in Washington, D.C. at Lafayette Square to demand justice for Nichols, according to social media video. Along the West Coast, protesters marched in Portland, Oregon, and San Francisco carrying signs that read "Justice for Tyre Nichols" and "Jail Killer Cops." Video of the January 7th encounter shows acts that defy humanity. Memphis Police Chief Salahieh C.J. Davis warned before the footage released to the public. Nichols died on January 10th. Police officers and protesters clashed in New York on January 27th. The arrest begins with a traffic stop for what officers said was reckless driving and goes on to show officers beating Nichols with batons, kicking him and punching him, including while his hands are restrained behind his body as the young man cries out for his mother, video shows. The encounter ends with Nichols slumped to the ground in handcuffs, leaning against the police cruiser unattended as officers mill about. Nichols was later hospitalized and died 3 days later. Video shows that 23 minutes had passed from the time Nichols appears to be subdued and on his back on the ground before the stretcher arrives on the scene. Footage of the violent encounter was released because Nichols' family want the world to be their witness and feel their pain. Shelby County District Anthony Stephen Molloy said, "While do, nothing we do can bring Tyre back, we we promise you that we are doing all we can to assure that Tyle's family and our city of Memphis see justice for Tyre Nichols," Morois added. Officers charged with murder. The Memphis Police Department has been unable to find anything that substantiates the probable cause for reckless driving and said video of the encounter shows a disregard for life, duty of care that we are all sworn to, Davis said. Five former Memphis police officers involved in the arrest, who are also black, have been charged with second-degree murder and aggra- aggra- aggravated kidnapping, according to the Shelby County District Attorney. They were identified as Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, Justin Smith, Emmett Martin, and Desmond Mill Jr. Two Memphis Fire Department employees who were part of the Nichols' initial care were relieved of duty pending the outcome of the internal investigation. Also, two deputies with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office have been put on leave pending on investigation after the sheriff viewed the video. Nichols' family attorney Ben Crump said the family did not know they were two members of the sheriff's office at the scene of the beating, telling CNN on Saturday. This was the first they heard of it. The Memphis Police Association, which represents the city police officers, expressed condolences to the Nichols family and said it does not condone the mistreatment of citizens or abuse of power. The association said it has faith in the criminal justice system. That faith is what we will lean on in the coming days, weeks, and months to ensure the totality of circumstances is revealed, according to the statement. Mr. Nichols' family, the city of Memphis, and the rest of the country deserved nothing less. We pray for justice, healing, and the eventual closure for all involved. According to Esther Thomas, the city council meeting next week will be robust. Esther Thomas said she wants to ensure the police department knows the council supports them, but expect officers to do their jobs with the utmost fidelity. Fidelity. We have to do better. This is unacceptable. The Memphis police chief Lincoln likened the video of the 1991 Los Angeles police beating of Rodney King that sparked days of unrest in the city. "I was in law enforcement during the Rodney King incident, and it's very much aligned with that same type of behavior," Davis said. Crump also made the comparison, being assaulted, battered, punched, kicked, tased, pepper sprayed. "It is very troubling," she said. "The only difference between my father's situation and now is hashtags and a clearer camera," Rodney King's daughter, Laura King, told CNN. "We have to do better. This is unacceptable. I don't think anybody in their right mind, anybody that respects humanity, is okay with this," she said, adding that she is saddened for Nichols' family and loved ones. "I'm just sad for just where we were in America. We are still here. I'm in disbelief." A protest over Nichols' death is set for Saturday in Los Angeles. Martavius Jones, the chair of the Memphis City Council, was emotional discussing the video with CNN's Don Lemon on Friday. This was the traffic stop, Johnson said. It was supposed to end like this. U.S. Republican Steve Cohen, who represents parts of the Memphis, said the video is overwhelming to watch. They were not there to serve and protest, or even to apprehend. They were there to punish and dominate, he said. President Joe Biden said he was outraged and deeply pained after seeing the video. It is yet another painful reminder of the profound fear and the trauma, the pain and the exhaustion that black and brown Americans experience every single day. Governors from across the aisle have also expressed outrage over the violent encounter. CNN's Mark Morales, Simon Prokopech, Hannah Saracen, John Bonifield, Elizabeth Hotfield, and Mary Kay Maloney contributed to this report.